Pops, you alright?
I'm just on the job, but my tendinitis is killing me these days. Each time I click this tally counter...
Hey now, don't hurt yourself. Why don't you take a break if it's hurting that badly?
Well, I hired some help, but they bailed on me last minute. Can't exactly take a break anymore. Oh! Oh!
Whoa, easy. That doesn't sound good. Want me to call you an ambulance?
No. As long as I don't use the tally counter, I'm good. Besides, it's not like anyone's rushing out to do my job. The kids of today aren't interested in the modest life of a traffic census taker.
Traffic sensor? The hell's that?
What? You've never heard of a traffic census before?
Never in my life. Bet it's complicated, though. Yeah?
Oh, no, it's quite easy. My job simply entails counting the pedestrians and cars that pass by.
So how do you count them?
I sit along the edge of this road and count everything that comes through.
What do you mean?
For example, let's say I count cars.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, more or less. Whenever a car passes by, you click the counter like this. Got it?
Sure. Something passes by, I click the thing.
Right you are! You're a quick learner. Well, now that you know the rules, what do you say we give it a try?
Now hold up. I might have learned how it's done, but I never said anything about doing the job.
Oh, no! You really say that to a man whose crippling tendinitis is keeping him from the very thing he loves? Please, my super perm friend. Oh, the pain's getting worse by the click. Oh. And it pays pretty well for a job where you sit on your rump all day.
All right. Guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
Really? Oh, that'd be a big help. By the way, what's your name?
Ichiban Kasuga.
Kasuga-kun. A fine name. I'm Shirabe Michino. Been doing the traffic census job around these parts for 30 years now.
30 years? You're a real veteran, huh?
I suppose so. Nothing goes uncounted thanks to these eyes. My peers call me the traffic census sensei.
Makes you sound like a legend, Pops.
Yeah, well, not while my hand's acting up.
Wait, if doing your job gives you tendinitis, wouldn't that mean there's a lot of physical labor involved?
No, it's not a physically demanding job by any means. Traffic in these parts is quite hectic, you see? It takes a lightning-fast clicker. And you seem a heck of a lot sturdier than me, Kasuga-kun. So it's nothing you need to worry about.
Okay, so all I gotta do is keep that counter clicking.
Yes, indeed. The clicking of the counter paves the way for road plans, construction projects, the very future as we know it.
So that's why I'd always see guys sitting on their asses clicking these things.
Exactly. They were counting all different types of cars and people. Businesses and organizations use this data to advance city development.
Huh. Learn something every day.
Well, I'd very much like to start practicing, but are you ready?
Yeah, lay it on me.
Good answer. Then consider your training officially begun. Why don't we first start off by counting how many men pass by within 15 seconds?
The number of men passing by. All right, cool. I got it.
へえ。
For real? Yeah. Yeah.
ありがとう。
I got it. I got it. I got it. Huh? Yeah.
ありがとう。
I got it. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. I got it.
Thank you, Kasuga-kun. That was perfect. Take this as compensation.
This road's busy as hell. My fingers are killing me.
Yeah, it's seen all sorts of people since it was first opened way back when. Counting may be a handful, but I think it's actually quite interesting, don't you? Frankly, I absolutely love the work we do.
I never really thought about it before, but this city's actually pretty neat.
I have to admit, I'm surprised at how fast you picked this up, Kasuga-kun.
Hey, what better teacher than the traffic census sensei himself?
You flatter me. That said, I know a good pupil when I see one. I can retire in peace knowing you're around, Kasuga-kun.
What are you talking about, Pops? Not running on fumes just yet, are you?
Well, to tell you the truth, turns out the tendinitis afflicting this old arm of mine is worse than I feared.
Huh? What do you mean?
It's not just pain and swelling, but numbness as well. My doctors told me to stop using the tally counter.
No way.
Oh, it's no cause for concern. If anything, it's inspired me to pass on this job to the coming generation. Kasuga-kun, what do you think of the traffic census now that you've tried it for yourself?
Huh? Well, it's pretty tough for how modest the work is. Got kind of frustrated here and there.
I thought as much. Yes, it is modest work. Still, each day I click away at that counter and watch as the scenery changes bit by bit. Truly warms my heart. I want nothing more than to share that passion and joy with those next in line.
Guess I'm first in that line, huh?
It would seem so. I'm truly grateful that you came to help me in my time of need, Kasuga-kun.
Really, I should be thanking you for letting me try it out. Oh, next in line sounds like a pretty big responsibility.
Oh, that reminds me. Here, Kasuga-kun. I've held on to that for some time now, in hopes that I might one day pass it on to a worthy successor.
A worthy successor?
Mind you, it's nothing fancy. Just a little something to commemorate you, Kasuga-kun, as my very first pupil.
Oh, sure. In that case, thank you.
There will come a time when I can no longer look after Japan's aspiring census takers, and the task will inevitably fall to you. Oh, I just remembered something I have to do.
Hey, wait a sec, Pops. I didn't sign up for that.
What's that? Did you say something? I gotta run. Bye!
He's gone. Damn it, what the hell was that? So that's a traffic census. A lot more to it than I thought. Guess it takes all sorts of jobs to keep a city going. Hmm? Oh. For real?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh! You bastard!
Huh?
Well, that's how you do it!
Too easy, I'm afraid.
You okay, Kuroi?
Kuroi-san, are you hurt? I'm so sorry. My actions put everyone in danger. I had no love for him anymore. But I kept lying to myself because I was scared of being hit again. But when I saw Kuroi-san working so hard to change his life around, I knew I had to make a change too. In the end, I'm the one who caused all this trouble.
It's not your fault, Shirakawa-san. Anyway, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is nothing new.
Forgive me. I should have noticed sooner. Honestly, this whole experience has been rather eye-opening. I've realized I still can't do anything by myself. There's something I have to tell you, Shirakawa-san.
About what?
I've still got a lot to learn, and I'm not exactly strong enough to protect you just yet. But I'll change. My entire life, I've always given up whenever things get tough. I was so afraid of failure. But I'm not gonna give up on myself anymore. I'm gonna change. I'm going to get a proper job and become a proper man. I'll become a man worthy of you and do everything I can to make you happy. So, do you think you could wait for me until then? Sorry. I know it sounds like a lot. Unlike me, you've actually got a future ahead of you.
Yes, well, in that future, I see myself with you, Kuroi-san. In fact, I'm almost certain about it.
Huh?
I'll wait for you. So, when that time comes, you think maybe we can catch a movie?
Oh, of course! I'd love to take you to the movies.
Looks like those two may just work out after all. Good luck, Kuroi. Hey. Hmm? Yeah. On the bustling streets of Yokohama, a decade can pass in the blink of an eye. Time marches on and people come and go. But there are some things we refuse to let change, like the uncompromising flavor of our senbei. and the place we hold in our hearts for our valued customers. At Ichiban Confections, your smile is our #1 priority. Eat at Ichiban's. We are Ichiban Holdings. Got it.
Yes.
Let's get down to business. The benefits package is really something.
Benefits are so important.
I'm back and ready to work.
Battery recharge.
I'm feeling strong.
疲れが和らぎました。一息つけたよ。
リラックスしてきました。
リフレッシュ完了です。疲れが取れた気がします。
体が明るくなったわ。疲れが和らぎました。Such a thoughtful young man.
Let's break a leg.
Consider the shareholders handled.
We'll start with the financial report. President Kasuga, if you would.
We'll kick things off with the financial report.
Thank you. Let's move on to the Q&A.
私が論破して差し上げましょう。今
I
の
need
ま
you
ま
to
で
listen. Let's keep this productive.
質問はありません。
Please raise your hand if you
Very
have
good.
a comment.
よくてこの程度ってことですか。ツッコミどころはありますよ。
If you have any questions,
素人にでもできる系。大切なことはまず
time is now.
ここまでにしとくわ。
9倍点ギリギリの経営ですね。
I'm choosing to stay positive. I need you to listen. Let's keep this productive. I need you to listen.
ここまでか。
That concludes our periodic shareholders meeting.
Well, everybody, this calls for a celebration.
The meeting went great. Shares are skyrocketing. Let's keep it up.
Our ranking went up.
Okay.
What? Yes. Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Kasuga-san. I must say this place is quite comfortable.
Yeah, ain't it? Also, seriously, man, how's a guy make drinking alone look so cool? Guess it's easy when you're as handsome as you.
That's kind of you to say. Why don't you let me buy you a drink?
Yo, for real? Hey, now you're speaking my language, man.
You certainly are a mysterious one, Kasuga-san. Sunghui speaks highly of you as well. I dare say it makes me jealous.
Oh, come on. Speaking of, have you been with her long? You've got this butler and lady of the house thing going on.
It's only been 3 years since I was brought into the Komijul. I can't say it's been long.
No shit.
Up until then, I was with a group called the Jingon Mafia. I was their leader's body double.
Body double? You mean like a decoy? Just like the real thing?
Indeed. If my master was ever targeted by our enemies, I was to be killed in his place. That was my duty.
I didn't figure people still did that kind of stuff. Wait, does that mean your face is...
An imitation, yes. What you see is a result of large-scale plastic surgery. But I'll have you know my previous face was rather handsome as well. A shame not a single picture of it exists anymore.
Really? Out the window then, huh?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
So that means Junki Han isn't your real name either, right? What's your real name then?
Surely we're not that close yet, are we?
Come on. First step in becoming friends is calling each other by name, right?
Well, isn't this awkward? I'm afraid I'm the type to want a bit more distance with people.
That how it was with the Jingon Mafia? From the name, I'm guessing it was some sort of Korean Yakuza-like thing?
Weren't you once a member of the Tojo clan, Kasuga-san? I'm surprised you've never heard of the Jingon Mafia.
I was in the clink for a long time.
The Jingon Mafia and the Tojo clan clashed in the 1980s, long before you were serving time.
The 80s? Dude, that's 40 years ago. I was just a baby back then. Doubt I even had hair.
Yes, I had yet to be born myself. Regardless, early in the decade, the Tojo clan attacked the Jingon Mafia and massacred a great number of them. Around 30 or so.
30?
Back then, Kamurocho was the most sought-after territory in all of Asia. I've heard the conflicts for control were rather intense. The Tojo clan was incredibly strong, and they made sure it was a well-known fact.
Still, to off 30 of them is...
To get their revenge, the Jingon Mafia main arm in Korea sent even more members to Japan, some of them as undercover agents. But deception is a tricky business, and all who could not strike at the heart of the Tojo clan were considered failures and forbidden from returning. In the end, those that couldn't carry out the mission were abandoned and left without any place to go. One of them happened to be my father.
Then you were born here, in Japan.
Yes, but be that as it may, I don't recall being welcomed here. I wasn't even accepted by any Korean communities either. My family was treated like slime and kicked out from wherever we went. We came to be called the Stray Jingon Mafia, running away whenever we were discovered.
Slimes who run away, huh? Stray Jingon Mafia ain't bad, but personally, I think Maverick sounds a hell of a lot cooler.
Maverick. One that strayed from the herd. Maverick Jingon Mafia is a bit of a mouthful, though, isn't it? It's a little much.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Stray Jingon it is.
But I will give you points for style, if nothing else.
Thanks. So, what happened to the Stray Jingon after that?
Enter the 21st century, the winter of 2006. Around the time I turned 20, the Jingon Mafia from the mainland made an all-out assault against the Tojo clan. But even as that happened, the Stray Jingon Mafia received not a word of warning. We were left completely in the dark. Our fathers were entirely forgotten by the countrymen that sent them here.
You don't say. I might know a guy who could sympathize with that.
Oh?
Yeah, he's right in front of you. I got tossed out by my family and locked up for 18 years.
Oh, that's right. That must be why I can't bring myself to hate you, Kasuga-san.
So, what happened to the Jingon's big all-out attack?
Despite their careful planning, they were ultimately crushed by the Tojo clan. Ironically, those that survived came from all over to join those of us in the Stray Jingon Mafia. It was a miserable sight. Both sides cut off from home and left with no choice but to band together in the social sewer of a country that wasn't theirs.
Sounds like you struggled. Wouldn't know it from looking at you, though.
I could say the same to you.
Yeah, finally starting to warm up to me?
It would seem so. I haven't been acting much like myself today. I had a great time drinking with you, Kasuga-san. I truly mean that.
So whatever happened to the real Jungi Han? What's he up to now?
He revived the Jingon Mafia roughly 3 years ago, and at that time had taken over a considerable portion of Kamurocho. But he was shot in the head and killed. I was absent at the time.
And it all came crashing down, huh? Wait, then that means... Can't you use your real name now? Why keep up the body double thing? You're not trying to become the real Jungi Han, are you?
Who can say? But that's none of your concern, is it, Kasuga-san? Or am I wrong?
Nah, you got me there.
Farewell.
Guess he's not the type to open up so easily. I'll just have to keep drinking with him. Yo, Sachan!
Huh? Sachan?
Wait, you're not Sachan?
It's nice to see you again, Kasuga-san. We met at Sunlight Castle, isn't that right?
Wait, are you Nanoha-san? But why are you here? Who told you to meet me? Huh?
It's me, Ichiban! Look closer, it's me, Psycho!
Oh, so it is you, Sachan.
If you can't see through it, then my performance must be good. I'm sure Katsuragawa will think I'm Nanoha too.
For sure he will. Even though, actually, I was just pretending to be tricked.
Yeah, whatever you say. Anyway, I figured out where to find Katsuragawa. Nanoha's gonna pay him a surprise visit and tell him to hit the road. You're still coming with me, right? He's at his office right now. He said it was a consulting firm, but it's actually an illegal loan business. And his bodyguard and his employees, they were all in that shady biker gang he used to be in.
Scum collects around other scum. Man, how did Nanoha get caught up with people like that?
She might just be the kind of girl who's into it. Or maybe I shouldn't have butted into her life so much. You probably understand by now how bad I feel about all this.
Hey, maybe it wasn't you. Maybe she's just the kind of girl who's into bad boys. Either way, let's go fix this for her. Time to take out the trash.
Wait, what the fuck? Are you serious right now? I knew something was up with you. Showing up out of the blue like this. What's gotten into you? You realize what you're doing?
I sure as hell do. I'm saying I won't give you any more money.
Okay, but...
And that means you have no reason to be with me, right? So we're breaking up. For good.
Oh, come on, babe, don't be stupid. It's not like I was going out with you just for the money.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Just give me what you owe me. Right here, right now.
What? I can't right now. I gotta throw $2 million at my company soon, or it'll go belly up. Sweetie, you know how hard I've worked for this. I just need a little more. You could pull in $2 mil back at the Soapland easy.
Hey man, I gotta ask. How much have you already borrowed from Nanoha?
Hey man, I gotta ask, how about you fuck right off?
If she lent you $2 million on top of everything else, how much of that total do you plan on paying back someday?
You need to crawl back down out of my ass, dude. This ain't none of your business.
You don't know, do you? Yeah, you want to borrow even more. You're lucky Nanoha's not a real loan shark.
I'm lucky because Nanoha and I are in love. Money don't matter to us, right, babe? These fucking tightwads.
It's 1.3 million yen. That's the amount of money Katsuragawa-san has already borrowed from Nanoha-san.
Hey, Yamashita, stay out of this. Nobody asked you.
Forgive me. It wasn't my place.
Nah, thanks for speaking up, Yamashita. Good man. So, we'll be taking that 1.3 million back today.
Who are you anyway? You're a real Yakuza-looking motherfucker. Maybe you're trying to take my girl's money for yourself.
That's none of your concern. Give me back my money so I can be on my way.
Nanoha, I love you. Come on. Remember what you said? How you always dreamed of what we have?
Nanoha really loved you that much?
We're perfect for each other. Honey, you're a sweet angel, and I'm the guy who protects you from all the bastards of the world.
Ah, so that's the excuse you've been using for dragging her down.
He's one of the bastards I'm talking about! Yamashita, what are you waiting for? Toss this guy out on his ass already!
No. Haven't you done enough?
What? What did you say?
Sir, step back and take a look at yourself. You need to let Nanoha-san go. She's been working herself to the bone to support her father. She needs the money. Besides, you've got a bunch of other girls coming around anyway.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm doing what's right, boss. You can't just keep squeezing the poor girl dry. And she shouldn't have to work at no damn Soapland. I can't just sit by and watch this happen to an innocent woman. It just ain't right.
Yo, why don't you think about who you're talking to? I'm the guy who saved your ass when you were a zit-faced teenager, remember? So unless you want to go back to being everybody's little bitch...
Every time someone calls you out or wants to leave your ass, you just make threats? Are all your boys with you just out of fear? I bet they all hate your guts.
Alright, I'm just fucking sick of you now. All of you, stop standing around with your dicks in your hands and throw this guy out! Yamashita too, the goddamn traitor!
Can't say I didn't see this coming. Well, except for Yamashita-kun acting like a real man. That was a nice surprise.
No kidding.
You know, I've been looking for an excuse to cut ties with him.
Maybe it's even simpler than that. Maybe you just like Nanoha.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Wait, you do, don't you? Well, that's great, Yamashita-kun. Kinda cute, honestly.
Yeah, you'll both be real cute after I crush you into little pieces.
Show me what you got.
Right.
I got this.
Try this on for size.
Let's go.
You're gonna get stomped.
Come on now.
Here we go.
The enemy is defeated.
Please, stop hitting me. I'm sorry.
Come on, where's all that fighting spirit, Katsuragawa? Don't tell me you've had enough. Give back all the money you borrowed from Nanoha right now, and get the hell out of Ijincho. If I see you around town again, I'll kick your ass even harder. If you reach out to Nanoha, you won't have an ass when I'm done.
Okay, I got it. Please, just let me go.
All right. I won't hit you again. I won't.
Huh?
You asshole. Don't you ever take advantage of a woman ever again!
Wait, are you for real? This is Nanoha's sister? She has a twin? Damn.
Sorry to disappoint you, Yamashita-kun. I know you probably worked up all that courage to look cool for Nanoha.
Sorry, Yamashita-kun.
No, that's all right. I mean, running him off still makes life better for Nanoha-san. That's what matters. So you're gonna keep acting like you never knew she worked at the soapland?
Yes, and this whole Katsuragawa incident never happened, okay? I am dead serious about this.
Okay. But she's definitely going to notice that her boyfriend suddenly skipped town without saying goodbye. And it happened right after she got a phone call from her estranged sister telling her to break up with the guy.
What are you saying?
You don't think she'll figure out her sis had something to do with his disappearance? I mean, it'll almost be too obvious that Psycho said something to make him leave.
Whoa, now that you say that, yeah.
That's fine, honestly. Can't really do much about it now, can I?
But what if Nanoha gets pissed at you again? I thought you wanted to have a good relationship with her.
Her happiness is my top priority. How she feels about me is secondary to that.
Still kinda sucks if she ends up hating you after you did so much for her. She would have ended up broke if she stayed with that douchebag. You deserve some credit.
I'm just grateful I can still talk to her on the phone. All I want is for her to be happy.
Still.
Huh. I could always tell Nanoha-san it went down like this.
Like what?
I'll tell her Katsuragawa's firm took a nosedive and he bailed to escape all his debts, but I got him to leave enough to pay her back. That way she can get her money without knowing you two were involved.
Nice plan. I like how it conveniently gives you all the credit, Yamashita-kun.
Oh, you're right. Guess that's no good, is it? I don't want to take all the credit. After all, I only said what was true. It killed me to see her caught up in Katsuragawa's game for so long. I kept telling myself that I would stand up for her if she ever needed it, But then I'd make excuses, telling myself it wasn't the right time. When I saw her, well, when I saw someone I thought was her, demanding what she was owed, I knew the time had come.
Sachan, you hearing this? What do you think?
Hey, Yamashita-kun.
Yeah?
Let's say you're at a restaurant or a store. How exactly would you treat the staff?
I just try to be as polite as possible. Even though people don't expect it because of how I look, it's still the right thing to do.
Okay. Well, you pass for now.
Setting the bar for being your sister's squeeze kinda low, aren't you?
I said for now, didn't I?
Huh?
Don't worry. I'm still gonna watch over Nanoha from my big sister perch somewhere. So if Yamashita-kun turns out to be a total creep, then I'll just have to step in. Whatever it takes to make her happy.
I get that. I'd want the same.
You're a good sister, Sachan. I'm sure Nanoha will eventually realize that. Hopefully sooner than later.
Thanks so much, Ichiban. That's twice now you've helped me save my sister. I really am grateful, you know. I'm glad you're in my life.
Yo! How goes it, Kasuga-kun?
Look at you. You're blending in already, Zhao.
You know it. Turns out drinks taste a lot better without bodyguards watching your every move.
Yeah? So that was the life of the former leader of the Yokohama Lumang.
That shit was dumped on me from the day I was born. Kind of a drag. Growing up knowing you had a fucking script.
Well, the nice thing about alcohol is it tastes better if you complain while you're drinking it.
Oh, sure. Enjoy my childhood trauma. But I guess after all the shit you've been through, you've earned it.
Your dad led the Yokohama Lumang before you, right? What's he doing now?
He died a few years after retiring. Right in his bed. He's lucky he never got shot or stabbed.
Hey, yeah. That's a real achievement for a gang boss.
Yeah, I guess so. He only managed it by sleeping with one eye open his whole life. No matter how you slice it, it's not a great way to live. I sure as hell didn't want to lead the Liumang. But Mabuchi, this shit was always up his alley.
You mean Laoma? What even happened to that guy? I haven't even seen him since we kicked his ass during the whole Omi Alliance thing.
Don't you know what the Yokohama Liumang does to traders? They use them as filling that goes inside meat buns.
What? You serious? Right now Laoma is... Baoma?
You're fucking hilarious. But I was kidding. You think I'm the kind of guy who'd do that?
Yeah, I thought it was a joke. Him being your right-hand man and everything. And you're not the kind of guy to turn a brother into a meat bun, no matter what he did.
Appreciate that. I like to think I don't give off that vibe. I did stop short of giving Mabuchi what he deserved, after all the shit he put me through.
What does that mean? Did you kill Mabuchi?
Oh, you're softer than any bun out there. Look at you all worried.
I just don't like the thought of that happening to people.
Even creeps like Mabuchi, who murdered your boss without a second thought?
Even creeps like him. All I wanted was to knock that guy's lights out and hand him to the cops.
But by the time his lights were nice and knocked out, the Omi showed up, and you never saw him again, did you?
You really did kill him, didn't you?
Alright, I'm bored of messing with you. I didn't kill him.
Oh, had a feeling you didn't.
Why is that?
Hard to explain, but I don't get that vibe from you. Not one bit. In fact, it always kind of felt to me like your hard-ass act was just a show for your boys. A front you put on.
Ah, that's a little harsh there, eh, Kasuga-kun?
You don't strike me as the type to lock guys up or torture them either. Especially one of your own, like Mabuchi.
He and I call the same place home. Nothing could make me take his life. But now, Song Hui's in charge of the Yokohama Liumang. It's up to her to settle things if Mabuchi shows his face again. He's the reason Komiju's a pile of ashes, so I don't think she'll be treating him as nice as I would.
Probably not.
Which is why I gave Mabuchi the heads up and told him to leave Ijincho.
Really? Well, that's taking things into your own hands.
A few of his boys went with him, and I forgave the ones that wanted to stick around. It's a hard reset. Clean slate for everyone. Song Hui was good with that.
You two are more generous than I thought.
Mabuchi brought in a lot of cash for us, and he was damn consistent about it. The fact that he kept a bunch of shit hidden from us was an issue, but I could deal.
So you knew about it and you just let it slide?
The guys from my dad's generation were pissed, for sure. Kept saying Mabuchi was breaking sacred laws of the gang. But what did they expect from a sadist in Japan's most famous gray zone? And that he'd have a moral compass or some shit?
Seriously?
How about we toast to Mabuchi, wherever he might be?
Well, he's no friend of mine, but what the hell? If you can cheer to him, I can too.
Now we're talking.
You drinking, Namba?
Oh, Ichiban. I'm glad you're here. We need to talk.
We do? Is it something serious?
Look, I need to tell you I'm sorry. For lying.
You mean about chasing the counterfeit bill?
Yeah. Think you can forgive me?
Come on, you know we're past that. What's important is your brother got released. All's well that ends well, right? That said, maybe now's a good time to tell me if there's any other holes in your story. You really were a nurse at some point, right?
Well, of course I was a nurse. How else could I have brought you back from the brink of death?
Good point. Then, what about the part where you sold hospital meds? Didn't you say that's how you got your nursing license revoked?
Well, that's the short version, but it's more complicated, actually.
What do you mean?
You'll be the first person I've ever told this to, so I hope you plan on sitting for a while.
Yeah, man, I'm all ears.
Back in elementary school, I read about Florence Nightingale. That's when I knew I was meant to be a nurse. Helping the sick, people being grateful for it, it's all I ever wanted in life. But when I finally put on my scrubs, it was different. Endless late shifts, difficult patients, never a word of thanks. Eventually, I just stopped caring. Little by little, I started cutting corners any way I could. I'd pretend not to hear the intercom, and instead, I'd go doze off somewhere. By the time I hit 40, I had no idea why I ever went into the field. But then one day, this new girl named Mizue showed up. And in her introduction, she brought up who else but Nightingale.
Just like you, huh?
We had the same role model, but she still had her spirit. She would rush toward every patient in the ward, never missed a beat. On top of that, she always had the sweetest smile.
So, you had a thing for her?
Are you kidding me? She was 23 and a looker, and I was just a middle-aged loser.
So what? You totally look younger than you are.
You Think so?
For sure. If you told me you were in your 20s, or hell, your teens, I'd believe it.
God damn it, Ichiban.
Sorry.
That was a good one, though. You got me.
Anyway, back to Mizue-chan. What happened?
No, that's right. Whenever I saw her working, I could feel my old self coming back. That young version of me, who used to give it his all.
That's a good sign.
If only I had half her stamina and wasn't twice her age. Anyway, one night I was a little sleepier than usual, so I went out to the back lawn, thinking maybe I could sneak in a nap. And suddenly, I heard a noise from behind. I turned around to find the storeroom we keep the medicine in wide open, and Mizue-chan was walking out alone.
Was she restocking? I mean, if you were slacking off, she was probably having to bust her ass.
Well, that's the thing. In our hospital, only the pharmacists have access to the storeroom. Mizue-chan and I were just nurses. We didn't even need to go in there.
Then what was she doing?
Well, at the time, there was a rumor floating around the hospital.
Uh-oh.
Medicine would keep disappearing. The list never matched the inventory. According to the rumors, someone was swiping medicine and selling it. Illegally.
No way. And that was Mizue-chan?
It was. As my eyes adjusted, I could clearly see her arms were full of medicine boxes.
But why would she need to sell medicine?
From what I heard, her parents were under a mountain of debt. So, to lighten some of their load, Mizue-chan was paying everything she could. But a single nurse's salary wouldn't get them out of the hole. No way.
So she was stealing the meds to do it?
Yep. And I was the sole eyewitness. Thing is, Mizue-chan never noticed me there. Now, if it was you, Ichiban, what would you have done?
Well, calling her out on it would seem to be the right thing to do. But I guess she wasn't stealing it just to be a criminal, huh?
Not in the slightest. She was only doing it for her family. I mean, yeah, she was breaking the law, but she wasn't trying to hurt anyone.
Plus, getting caught would cost her her job. Then the debt would only have gotten worse. With all that in mind, I'd say it's a pretty tough call to make.
Huh. Now you're on the same page I was. Anyway, in the end, all I could do was watch her walk away without saying a word. If there ever was a criminal who deserved a free pass, it was Mizue-chan. That was what I thought at the time. So I turned a blind eye.
And what happened after that?
It wasn't long before Mizue-chan's actions caught up with her. The hospital director decided to get the police involved and started gathering evidence.
He waited that long to take action?
Well, he was trying to resolve it internally, being that the hospital's reputation was at stake. I guess he got sick of having a thief under his nose, so he escalated it to the next logical step.
But if the cops caught Mizue-chan stealing, that'd be bad news.
She'd have a police record, and her name in all the papers. To be honest, it was only a matter of time. She had her whole life ahead of her. Now, how could that happen to someone so young? And on the other hand, you've got me. A guy who totally burned out. A guy who couldn't be further from Florence Nightingale. Better a saint like Mizue-chan stay at the hospital than a sack of shit like me, wouldn't you say?
Namba? Are you telling me you...
Yeah. I went up and confessed to the whole thing. Stealing, selling, and all.
And that's how you lost your nursing license?
Yep. No, and I got fired too. Naturally.
Man, you went all out for that girl. Did she ever contact you after that? Even a call or a letter?
Not that I'm aware. In a matter of hours, I was out of a job and out on the streets.
You regret any of it?
Well, my brother disappeared not long after, so even if I didn't get canned, I would have quit on my own anyway. So, no, to answer your question. Though I do have to admit, I would like to see Mizue-chan off when she goes overseas.
She's going overseas?
Yeah. She always dreamed of running off to some developing country where they really need medical professionals.
She took that Nightingale shit seriously.
Our hospital had an international dispatch program, available to staff nurses with at least 3 years tenure. This year would be Mizue-chan's third. and I know she would take advantage of it.
Well, in that case, why not go say farewell?
If only I could. For starters, I don't even know when she leaves.
Maybe if you ask one of your old nurse buddies, they'll tell you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the little rat who stole the medicine, if you forgot that detail. They want nothing to do with me.
Well, hello, boys. Don't worry, the life of the party's here. Care to bring me up to speed?
Oh, Sachan. Wait, are you drunk?
I think you're drunk. Now, fill me in, if you please.
Oh, Nama here was going off on one of his hobo horror stories again.
Hobo horror stories?
Well, no house means no toilet, right? Care to guess what he had to do when he had the shits?
Yeah, I'd rather not. And here I was, thinking I'd get actual substance out of two grown men instead of literal crap.
Thanks for covering for me.
I got you, man.
I don't mind if we let Sayoko know at some point, but preferably not when she's plastered.
Yeah, no kidding.